Hello and welcome to the Bulletin vlog. I'm Helen McGrath, Head of Public Affairs, and I'm joined by our Bulletin Editor, Dennis Hall.
Hello, everyone.
Now, if you weren't distracted last week by the Privileges Committee, Honours List, or the Windsor Framework, there was plenty going on in the local government legal world to keep you more than busy. Dennis, what caught your attention last week?
Well, this week, I've included an item about pressures facing corporate legal teams and general counsel in the wider sector. Why, you might ask? Well, the similarities between the landscape facing general counsel and local government legal directors is profoundly comparable. Both face budget reductions, increasing demands on their time, and both are concerned with issues around governance, ethics, regulation, and compliance. The pandemic and Brexit gave rise to similar challenges, and that's without the impact of new legislation and the dramatic changes it can bring. So we will continue to monitor this area as there may be lessons to be learned and lessons shared. Now, the big item last week, I feel, was the Casey report into the Metropolitan Police. It was headlines everywhere and may have significant implications for our sector in future as well. Importantly, the report says, existing structures do not provide a clear way for local authorities and their residents to hold the Met to account for how they police and tackle crime on a borough basis. The report recommends a new borough-based approach to deliver strong and consistent community engagement. Now, it's too early to say, of course, whether reform will emerge, but the possibilities are fascinating. Closer links to local government, new governance and scrutiny infrastructure, perhaps. Helen, over to you.
Well, for those frustrated by Her Majesty's Courts and Tribunal Service Court Reform Programme, its Chief Executive, Nick Goodwin, has now publicly admitted that they have been trying to change too much too quickly, and that in turn, this has undermined confidence at times. Now, in LLG news this week, we have our AGM on Wednesday at 12 o'clock, which you still have time to sign up for via our events pages. Those taking office will attend their first LLG board meeting on Friday the 31st. Rachel McCoy will become president by automatic succession, and we say goodbye to our outgoing president, Helen Edwards, with grateful thanks for a brilliant year of stewardship. Although helpfully, Helen will be staying on the board for a further year in an advisory capacity. We are looking forward to welcoming the new established regional directors and working on our strategic plan for delivery in the regions, including local groups, and more on that as we go along. This Thursday, we have our Monitoring Officers and Governance National Lead meeting with Helen Lynch and the never dull Mark Heath discussing issues for the May polls, the election notice period, and the Elections Act 2022. One definitely not to be missed. And in training, we have learning from recent reports, what is good governance in a local authority with Bethan Evans on Wednesday, and our very popular commercial conference on Thursday. And you can find all the details on our website within the training pages. And now, as always, a sneaky peek at what's coming up in Bulletin number 12. Dennis.
Well, from Bulletin 12, here's a question. Should new entrants to the legal profession just get on with it when the going is tough in the office environment? Not according to the Junior Lawyers Group, whose representative said that she rejected the attitude of some in the profession that young entrants should put up with toxic working conditions. Victoria Zinzan said there needed to be a balance between growing a thick skin to survive and being subject to the type of conditions that cause well-being issues. Well, we agree entirely, and there's more in the bulletin.
Indeed. And for more detailed coverage of the bulletin entries, don't forget to listen to the Grapevine podcast. So it's goodbye from me.
And from me too.